Hello, everyone. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. Here at this channel, we help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. I'm coming to you today. I want to do just a very brief astrological overview of this upcoming full moon. It is the Hunter's moon, the Hunter moon. It is on Halloween. Here in the States, it will be at its height of energy at 2:49 p.m. or 14:49 in the Central Time Zone. So adjust yourselves accordingly. 3:49 p.m. on the East Coast of the U.S. and then noon, 12:49 p.m. on the West Coast of the United States, and then figure it out from there, right? Depending upon where you're at in the world. This is a fairly, again, I'm tired of saying it's fairly significant, but I really felt impressed that I needed to bring some information to you. Then we're going to do a collective reading. And because Spirit really has been putting it on my heart that there's some things that need to be said. You're going to notice here in this chart that you see here, of course, this full moon is occurring in Taurus. So here is the moon right here. The moon will be conjunct Uranus in retrograde in Taurus as well, as both of them then oppose the sun here in Scorpio. Now, that in and of itself is a deep revelation, right, of our, not even just of our feelings about transformation, our feelings about how we are moving through this time of great change while there is great turmoil. But it's also saying, are you going to be active in it? Because Uranus in retrograde in Taurus is all about like that daily life. It's all about the things that the creature comforts, right? How we define ourselves, by how we earn money, how we, the careers, the family, all of this, like all this outward appearance, that kind of keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing, but in a way that am I keeping up with myself? Am I being authentic to myself? What do I need to change? How do I need to change? What do I need to do to move forward? And with Uranus in retrograde, it's giving us an opportunity to kind of pull that veil back. That's how I always view these retrogrades. It's giving us opportunity to pull that veil back, pull the curtain back, and be honest. Like, be open with yourself and finally say, this is the way it really is. Okay? It's giving you that opportunity. And what this is going to be showing us, I believe, is also where we have had the greatest amount of hangups. This is a time to discover and release limiting beliefs. This is a time to discover your true passion, your true purpose. This is a time to stop being a doormat and turn that corner, right? Stop being the hunted and turn around and be the hunter. Hunt after your purpose. Hunt after who you really are. Go after and go get and go create your world. Now, we also have Mercury. It still is in retrograde as of the 31st in Libra, and Venus has been so kind as to come home and join Mercury in retrograde in Libra at the opposite ends. So here we have this wonderful, loving, gracious, however, justice-filled, balance-filled energy coming in as we're reviewing, rethinking, as old crap keeps coming up and old people keep coming up. Maybe some new people, maybe some existing people are moving, new people are coming in, but you might want to be very careful who you're letting through that door, and you might want to be very careful who you're letting out. When you're assessing these relationships during these retrogrades, when you're assessing the relationships during the retrogrades, I want you to assess it from a personal point of view first, and then the external. And I want you to be honest and true with yourself. Because this really is about putting all these chess pieces in place. Because here we have the three big boys, oh boy, and they're back. all in Capricorn at this full moon, trining the moon and Uranus, and sextiling. So that this is trining, the big boys here are trining here and sextiling here. So we're in full agreement with what's going on with the moon and our feelings, our emotions, the energy we need to set in motion. We're in full agreement that we know we need to change, and we know we need to make some drastic, radical, foundational Saturn, expansive Jupiter, and very personal Pluto transformations in how we operate. And we're seeing the underbelly of ourselves here. We're seeing the underbelly of ourselves with the sun in Scorpio, and we're seeing the underbelly of the rest of the world. Our world and then the global world. That's the other thing that's going on here. Let's also not forget we do still have Mars in retrograde in Aries. Everything is kind of personal right now, isn't it? And you personally need to break out of your prison. And Neptune still in retrograde in Pisces, still kind of illuminating all of those perhaps archaic religious, spiritual self-beliefs, beliefs about how energy and spirit really move and how they really operate. We're moving all of that and also showing us what other people really believe while we've got these other planets in retrograde. Okay, so that's where we're at for the astrology. Let's take a quick look at the tarot, okay? Now, there are a number of, I wasn't even sure which decks to use this time. Come on. There we go. Finally, it switched. So, yeah, we have a whole new look again. You know, guys, I like to change. I like to change it up. I like to make it a little bit different. Got to figure out where I'm going to, I think I'll put myself right there. So there are a number of different decks that I have here because I just wasn't sure which ones to go with. So we're probably going to start here with the Moonology Oracle deck. We may check out the Beyond Lemuria deck. We might not. We'll probably, though, utilize, I just opened this one up. I just opened this book. This Work Your Light deck, Oracle card deck. We're going to probably use this one as well. And then for the tarot, we're going to start off with some Thelema. We'll do some Archangel and some chakra as is needed. So what I want to do first, let me just get one overall, maybe two, overall collective cards here. Let's see how many we need. Let's get these Moonology cards out. Let's see. What do we have for the collective, please, Spirit? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. What else do we have for the collective? And I know you all can feel this. I know you can feel that that all that's going on is gaining momentum. We are accelerating at a very high rate, a very high speed towards purpose plan, towards openings, towards closings, towards portals, towards a renewed and change and shift in energy. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Let's get one more of these, please, and then we'll take a Work Your Light card. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. You are good enough as full moon in Virgo. I find that very interesting. And a waxing moon, we'll talk about lunar cycles here very soon. A waxing moon is as it's coming full. Now let's get one of the Work Your Light oracles. Can I get one card, please? Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. This is going to have a bit of a different meaning, guys, than what you thought. That take a break card, right? A life's work, not a season. You have, this is what you're embarking on, what you're doing right now, what you're entering into as we propel ourselves through these portals, as we change our foundation, as we update and upgrade, as we come into a greater understanding, a greater relationship, a greater knowledge of all things that are spirit, as this all happens, as this all occurs. What can happen to us is we get so caught up in each little thing and getting that perfected. And I'm not sure really, like, it's like, okay, you want to have every step perfect before you go on to the next. You want to be sure you're not missing anything. You want to be certain. But you don't realize that, yes, you do have a lifetime to get the work done. This is not just a season. What you're focusing on right now is not just the next 3 months of your life. It's not just the next 6 months. This isn't about a temporary thing. This is about you stepping into the purpose that you incarnated here for. This is about you getting some personal issues brought to resolution because people have been making you think and feel that you're not good enough. Because what is gaining momentum here? What's gaining momentum here is the energetic shift as great light, as the light is shown and wisdom is brought in, and things that were done in the dark are all coming to the light. Things that are done have been done in the dark for years, decades, centuries perhaps, are coming to the light. There has been an infinite war going on, war between good and evil, if you will. Now, I'm not going to keep that right there, but between light and shadow, because without shadow, there can be no light. Without light, there can definitely be no shadow. The two must always coexist. There is a duality and there is a balance. It's very interesting to me that Venus is in Libra right now, while Mercury is in retrograde in Libra, because we have to have some compassion for ourselves in the shadow parts that we are getting rid of, and the toxic energies that we are releasing, and the toxic people, or should I say the people that we feel are providing us a level of toxicity that we are moving out of our realm. But I also am going to caution you to not just discard everyone, but you really need to seek the guidance of spirit before you make a rash move. Because sometimes you can get rid of somebody out of your life that really is meant to be there because you don't feel that you're good enough. So right now, there's a lot of root work being done, if you will. There's a lot of root work being done, if you will, in our own personal lives, and we have to understand that we are good enough, and we have to understand that it is time for us to step up and step into our purpose and into the plan, and that we've got to resolve our own little personal issues because they're not spirit's issues, they're ours. And the longer that you allow those personal issues to be unresolved, the longer that energy will just kind of linger and fester, that you're not good enough. We have the 9 of Gabriel, which is the 9 of Wands in the tarot. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. This also says environmental activism. So those of you that are very connected to Gaia, very connected to the earth, this is the energy that's coming towards you in this full moon. And I really sense and feel and hear Gaia saying, I need you to help, right? We're entering into the winter time in the northern hemisphere. This is the time of replenishment. This is the time of Death right before the time of transformation. You have to stay determined, though. Energy is gaining momentum. Stay determined. Move forward. Don't just sit around this full moon and this Halloween and be like, oh my goodness, I'm so scared of this energy and that energy, and I'm just not this and I'm not that. Stop. Don't stick around doing all that craziness. No. This is the time for you to become the hunter. This is the hunter moon. We have to stop allowing interfering spirits to interfere and win. We have to stop allowing that to happen. We have to stop allowing distracting energy to come into our world and distract us from the actual plan at hand. We have to stop allowing that distracting energy to come into our world and take our eyes off the prize, take our eyes off of the actual energy, like distract our energy and pull it away from putting it into our purpose, from putting it into growing and transforming. We absolutely have to stop that. We absolutely have to stop allowing all of these things to distract us from actually recognizing that maybe there is some more root work you need to do. Maybe there is some more foundational stuff, and it's just that one last little tweak or a couple last little bits of things you have to do, and then you turn up the volume, right? Then it's, I'm good enough. I am enough. I was given and gifted everything that I need in order to accomplish my purpose. I may need someone to assist me along the way and help me to develop them, but I have them at their roots. The star card, Archangel Jophiel, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. It is the end of a difficult situation. Oh my gosh, here we go. It is the end of the difficult situation. This is the energy you're bringing to this full moon. When you get ready to release the energy, when you get ready to put your crystal grid together, when you get ready to do your affirmations, when you get ready to figure out what you're manifesting and write those things down for this full moon, when you set your intentions on what you are releasing, what are you releasing into the Earth's atmosphere? Are you going to still be the hunted and just still sit back and be like, I know, oh my gosh? Or are you going to stand up and finally fight? Are you going to stand up and say, enough is enough is enough? I'm not going to allow this lunacy to come into my world anymore. I'm not going to allow the chaos. We're going to get straight and narrow. Three of Gabriel, which is Three of Wands. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. When you have the proper energy, as you're putting it towards your plans, as you're putting it towards your purpose, as you're putting it towards your awakening, if you keep that positive energy going, what happens? It manifests. If you start not believing in yourself again and you stay there, you don't change, what happens? It doesn't manifest. Actually, you know what happens? A direct opposite happens. Failure. Immediate. So if you don't believe in yourself and you don't keep that positive frequency going, forget about it. I mean, you got to change it. Yeah, this is a little harder today. You got to change it because we don't have we're out of time. If you want to walk through the next portal, then get up, put your shoes on, and walk. Seven of Raphael, which is Seven of Cups. Time to make a decision. Be clear what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Now, this is typically in the spot where I'm like, what is it? What is the energy you have to watch out for? What's going to be hard for you to overcome? Some of you do not believe in yourself enough. Some of you are like, I've been optimistic. I've had these great thoughts, and it's never happened. Some of you are like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Some of you are you're actually self-sabotaging. I think that's meant to be here. Some of you are self-sabotaging. This card wanted to be noticed. Five of Ariel. Five of Pentacles. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. I'm going to put that as the outcome or advice, but that's really kind of, we'll leave this here. You, right now, some of you right now, under the sound of my voice, you're still dealing with limiting beliefs. You're still believing that it's not going to work. You're still believing that that you're not worthy. You're still believing, well, I don't know enough. You're still believing, I don't know where I'm going to go to get assistance. You're still believing it can't happen, deep down in your soul, and you don't want to admit it. So instead of you admitting it to yourself so you can work on it and move forward, you know what happens? You then project it out on other people and you stop your own blessing. You stop yourself from manifesting because you're projecting that negative crap out to everybody else instead of just dealing with it yourself. And then all of that negativity actually manifests. But you blame other people because the negativity manifests. Because you're not keeping the optimistic outcome. Faith without works is dead. Right? Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If you have no hope, if you have no faith, you have no hope. You cannot have an optimistic viewpoint on something that you choose to look at pessimistically. It just doesn't work. If you switch your thinking and you switch your believing and understand that you are good enough and resolve those little personal issues that got to be resolved, or the major ones, then you're going to, as this energy shift is happening and we are gaining momentum, I will tell you that people that are getting into the flow of this energy, they are riding a wave, and I don't want you to miss it. Get off the hamster wheel. Take a break from the 3D. Can you take a break from the 3D and get off the hamster wheel and stop spinning those wheels and start getting and riding this wave? It's time to make this decision. It's time to be clear on what it is that you want. If you need to grab clarity from it, if you need to get some clarity, get to the side, get somewhere, and meditate. Get clarity. Look for the signs. Work with someone like myself. I don't know, but get clarity. You got to get clarity. Get clarity. Make a decision. Some of you are, it's very clear already. You just don't want to do it. And you just are just like, because that is going to take you out of your comfort zone. And that's going to require you to be accountable for yourself. And that's going to require you to be accountable to spirit, to your higher self. And your third dimensional self says, I'm scared crapless. And then we have the 5-hour real. Listen, the outcome or advice is, at the end of the day, you don't need to do this yourself. You have spirit, you have your angels, you have your ancestors, you have spirit guides, you have all the heavenly host ready to help you. So take a break and stop trying to do it all in the third dimensional, because it doesn't work. Let's get some clarifications. Oh. 7 of Pentacles on this 9 of Gabriel. Listen. If you stay determined and you keep working, by the next lunar cycle, you will have begun to see some harvest from your hard work. 6 of Cups. It looks to me like you might be thinking a little bit too much about the past, or you keep reminiscing, and that's what's keeping you from being determined. Stop looking to the past for anything more than just colloquial experience. Stop looking to the past for anything more than just data points for then the brain to take and the higher self to say, you know what? Great. That happened, that happened, that happened. The last time that happened, we reacted this way, but now we've grown and now we're much more centered and we're much more awakened and we don't need to wait. Because if you do that, you'll find 6 of Wands victory. Now, why is the Star card here? Oh, well, I love that when that happens. It's like Spirit telling me, you already know why it's here. Just like, I'm going to double down on this message. Like that Spirit saying, I'm doubling down. Right? This is like a king and a king, right? 20. Double down. This time period, this portal, this energy, where we're at from here forward is all about your ability to put your energy behind your wishes, behind the desired life you wish to create. This is all about you. She is literally giving up. She is saying giving up the third dimensional control. She is emptying her cup and she is looking to the heavens instead of looking down. Temperance looks down, is trying to figure out themselves, doing this alchemic dance. That's fine. We can do that. But this is saying, I'm not going to worry about trying to utilize any of the third dimensional resources. I'm simply going to grab the resources from up here and bring them down here because I know that I can. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop working so stinking hard. Why is this Three of Gabriel here? Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's been some friends you've either let go or some friends you need to let go in your life. Some of you are letting go friends that you shouldn't let go. Oh my gosh. And now you are no longer at peace. Now you are no longer at peace. Nine of Wands. Oh boy. Which is this over here? So it's like you're defending the last position you were at. It's like some of you are defending your position and your reasoning, like, and you're going to potentially go down with the ship. Like, you're just like, whatever, even though it's not good. And there's secrets sitting out here. I don't know if you're keeping secrets from yourself or what's going on. But there's mad with the moon card. There's mad secrets and the high priestess. You are not, you're so worried about the secrets in the past, or you're so worried about what you don't know, you will not follow your intuition to what you do know. You're out of whack. You're out of alignment. You're not at peace. Is it better to be right? Right? Is it better to be right or be miserable? Being wrong. Your ship is coming in. You're not trusting what your trusted advisors are telling you. You're not hearing from your spirit guides. You're not hearing from your mentors. You're not hearing from your soul tribe. You're not hearing from your spirit guides. You are not listening. And because you're not listening with this Page of Pentacles, when there's new offers coming to the table, yes, they're kind of like in the infant stages or they're at the beginning stages, but they're practical good offers coming in. And you're not accepting them. New ways to earn money. You're not accepting them. But you're not at peace. Nothing missing, nothing broken. You're defending the position and being very concerned about some of you, not all of you. But this is what we can't fall into. Being so concerned with what's right here, not seeing the forest for the trees. I'm so concerned about the sapling that's growing, I don't see that there's the whole forest. And being so concerned about what you don't know rather than utilizing your instincts, because your instincts, your higher self is going to help you. With this Seven of Cups, Judgment, are you going to finally decide to live your true life? Are you finally going to decide to live your life purpose? Because you're being called up higher. You're being called to live higher, upper dimension, upper frequency. Oh my gosh, that life purpose. When you make that decision and you finally say with the wheel, you finally say, I'm doing it. I'm going for broke. I'm going to be the hunter and not sit back and let life happen to me. And we have to do this, guys. Listen, this is something I'm calling all light workers. I'm calling the collective. We have to actually do this, and not even so much just for yourself, but as we do this together, we will raise the vibration of the earth. As we do this together, humanity is assisted. As we do this together, our collective lights become huge beacons and help guide people in the way, into a new world, into a new understanding, into a new energy. Why is this Five of Ariel here, please? King of Swords. It's time for us to live our truth. For some of you people, it's not that you're cutting anybody out. I just heard some of them have to cut themselves out. Some of them have to get over their freaking ego. Nine of Wands, and move quickly and swiftly and decisively. And the Chariot, move decisively. Make a decision. It doesn't matter with this Chariot. Listen, these horses are not quite. One horse is like, I'm gonna go straight. This one's like, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. The rider has not changed. The chariot driver has not changed his point of view. He has not changed his focus. He is going forward. He is not waiting. There are wings on this chariot. It doesn't matter whether or not these third dimensional horses get it or actually want to go in the same direction. It doesn't matter. Guess what? Because there's wings on this chariot. So he is tapping into, need to tap into your higher energy, your higher self, and let that guide you. I say this all the time, but it doesn't matter what is going on in the third dimensional realm. All obstacles will be moved out of your way, but you have to keep the faith. All the way back here at the beginning, you have to keep the faith. In order to ride this energetic wave as it's coming, you have to keep the faith. You absolutely have to. There is no choice in the matter. You have to keep your vibration high so you can ride on this energy. Because if your vibration is down here and the energy is up here that we're riding that wave, right? Then you're going to miss it because you're not vibing at the right frequency. You need to raise your vibration and say, I'm no longer going to just sit here and just, be berated and beat up and made fun of. And, people say, nor am I going to care. I am not going to care what other people see, think, what they feel. I'm not going to care because I have my own duty. I have my own purpose. I have to fulfill it. I have my own winged chariot. I have my own winged chariot, and I'm going to take off. Be the hunter and not the hunted. Now, there's other meanings to this as well. I do believe that there are a number of people that very soon are going to understand, and they already understand that they're about to get their karma. Right? So things are going to change. Things are going to flip. We're going to go over that a little bit more when we go deep into the astrology later. But just know you are meant to be the curator of your world. So go after it. The hunter goes and looks for prey. Not that you're trying to take advantage of anybody, but the hunter goes and looks for prey. It doesn't, and it sets traps. And the hunter thinks about the pattern of its prey. Where is it going to be? How does it move? Where, right? Like it does that. There's a planning and there's a motivation and there's an activation that happens. I need you to get out there and do that. I need you to get out there and make the plan. I need you to get out there and say, what's moving, what's coming in my direction, what could possibly come in this way, and then I need you to guide yourself in past any of those obstacles. I need you to trust your higher self. You need that. You need to do that. You need to get off the treadmill and you need to get into spirit. Get off the treadmill, get into spirit, ride the wave. We're gaining momentum. Open yourself up. Let's go get it together. All right, guys, that's all that I have for you today. I thank you guys so much for being here. Very, very much. I really do appreciate it. Please leave me some comments down below if you see anything or, you think of anything else that you want to, just let me know. And let me know how this resonated with you as well. All right? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.